Hello, and welcome to the Slumber Vault. Tonight, we are going to step away from the cold, busy world and retreat into the warmest, most comforting room in the house. We are going to rediscover the simple, quiet magic of baking on a winter's night. Before we begin, take a moment to find your most comfortable position. Wiggle your shoulders down, away from your ears. Let your hands rest loosely by your sides, or perhaps resting gently on your stomach. Allow your eyes to close. Imagine that you are drawing a heavy, velvet curtain across the window of your mind, shutting out the day, shutting out the noise, and shutting out the cold. Here, in this space, you are safe, you are warm, and you are ready to rest. Let's take a deep breath in, inhaling the promise of calm, and a long, slow breath out, letting go of everything else. Now, let the story begin.
The story begins on a night painted in shades of deep indigo and silver. Outside, the world has been transformed by winter. The wind is singing a low, rushing song as it sweeps across the eaves of the house. A blustery, chilly sound that only serves to make you feel safer where you are. Snow is falling. Thick, heavy flakes that drift down from the charcoal sky, blanketing the garden, the fences, and the roof in a layer of pure, quiet white. But you are inside. You are standing in the heart of your home, the kitchen. It is late, and the house is very still. The rest of the rooms are dark, slumbering in the shadows, but the kitchen is a glowing island of warmth. The overhead lights are off. The only illumination comes from the soft amber glow of the lights tucked beneath the cabinets and the faint, steady orange light from the digital clock on the oven. This lighting casts long, gentle shadows across the room, turning the familiar space into something cozy and secret. Walk with me now, in your imagination, across the cool floor. You are wearing thick wool socks, and you can feel the solid wood beneath your feet. You move toward the window. The glass is cold to the touch, and intricate patterns of frost have bloomed in the corners, looking like delicate lace ferns made of ice. Through the clear center of the pane, you look out at the blustery night. You see the snow swirling in the light of the street lamp, dancing in the wind. A shiver runs through the trees outside, but here, on the other side of the glass, the air is thick, still, and deliciously warm. The contrast brings a deep sense of peace. The storm is out there, but peace is in here. You turn away from the window and look at your kitchen. It is a space of textures and memories. The smooth, cool surface of the countertops, the rough, rustic wood of the chopping blocks, the shine of the copper kettle sitting silently on the stove. The air already holds a faint promise of something sweet, a ghost of vanilla and sugar from times past. You walk slowly over to the tall wooden shelf in the corner.
Your fingers trace the spines of the books resting there. You are looking for one book in particular. It isn't shiny or new. It doesn't have a glossy cover with bright pictures. There it is. You pull it down from the shelf. It is heavy in your hands. A large leather-bound notebook, its cover worn soft and smooth by years of handling. The leather is a deep, rich brown, the color of cocoa. It smells of old paper, dust, and the faint, lingering scent of nutmeg. This is the Heirloom, the keeper of secrets. You carry it over to the counter and lay it down gently. You open the cover. The spine cracks softly, a comforting, familiar sound, like a door opening to the past. You begin to turn the pages. Scritch, scratch. The paper is thick and yellowed with age. You see handwriting in fading blue ink, loops and curls written by a hand that loved to feed people. You turn past the recipes for summer pies, past the autumn stews until you find it, the holiday section. You stop at a loose index card tucked between the pages. The edges of the card are soft and frayed. There is a small translucent spot in the corner where a drop of vanilla extract fell 20 years ago, and a dusting of fine white flour is still pressed into the crease of the paper. Classic gingerbread and soft sugar cookies, the title reads. Just reading the words brings a wave of nostalgia that washes over you, warm and gentle. You can almost hear the laughter of Christmases long ago. You can feel the anticipation of a child waiting for the oven timer to ring. It is a recipe that connects you to a long line of winter nights, just like this one. You run your fingertips over the handwriting on the card. You feel the indentations of the pen strokes. The house settles around you with a soft creak. The wind gusts outside, tapping a branch against the siding, but the sound is distant and muffled. You are completely alone in the best possible way. No phone ringing, no emails to answer, no place you need to be. Just you, the warm kitchen, the old book, and the ingredients waiting to be gathered. You take a deep breath, inhaling the stillness of the room. It is time to begin the ritual. You begin to gather your tools. You reach into the cupboard and pull out a large, heavy mixing bowl. It is ceramic, painted a soft, creamy white with a wide, welcoming rim. It feels cool and solid in your hands, an anchor for the work to come. Next, you find your wooden spoon. The handle is worn smooth from years of use, darkened by oils and spices, feeling like an extension of your own hand. The preparation begins not with a rush, but with a slow, steady rhythm. Into the bowl goes the butter. It has been sitting out, softening in the warmth of the kitchen, and is now a pale, yielding yellow. You pour in the sugar, a cascade of white crystals that sparkle briefly in the amber light before settling into the butter. You grip the wooden spoon and begin to mix. Round and round and round.
The sound is soft and dull. The thud of the spoon against the side of the heavy bowl, the swish of the ingredients blending together. It is a hypnotic sound, a heartbeat for the kitchen. Thud, swish, thud, swish. With every rotation of your wrist, the mixture becomes smoother, fluffier, turning into a pale golden cloud. You are not just mixing ingredients, you are mixing peace into the very air of the room. Now, it is time for the magic, the spices. You line up the small glass jars on the counter. They are like little apothecaries of winter warmth. You open the first jar, ground ginger. You lean in and take a gentle sniff. It smells dusty and sharp, like the heat of the earth itself. You measure a spoonful and sprinkle it into the bowl. Next, the cinnamon. The scent is sweeter, woodier. It smells of comfort, of dried bark and distant forests. It falls onto the butter like a dusting of rust-colored snow.
Then the cloves and the nutmeg, deep, dark, and mysterious. And finally, the molasses. You tip the bottle, and the dark liquid flows out. It moves slowly, so slowly. A thick, glossy ribbon of black gold folding over itself as it hits the bowl. The smell is rich, slightly smoky, and intensely sweet. You begin to stir again. The pale yellow dough transforms. As the molasses and spices blend in, the color deepens into a warm, beautiful brown, like the color of polished oak. A new aroma begins to rise from the bowl. It is spicy and rich. It drifts up to your face, instantly warming your spirit, loosening any remaining tension in your jaw or shoulders. You add the flour, cup by cup, watching it disappear into the wet mixture until the dough becomes stiff and heavy. You set the spoon aside. It is time to use your hands. You reach into the bowl. The dough is warm, dense, and pliable. It yields to your touch. There is something deeply grounding about touching the earthiness of the dough. You gently gather it into a ball, feeling its weight, feeling its readiness. You turn to your wooden table. You take a handful of white flour and cast it across the wood. It settles like a fine mist, a miniature snowstorm on the mahogany surface. You place the ball of gingerbread dough onto the flour. You take the heavy wooden rolling pin in your hands. You dust it with flour, rubbing the white powder along the smooth wood. And you begin to roll. Back and forth. Back and forth. The motion is repetitive and soothing. You press down gently, watching the dough spread and flatten. It expands outward, smooth and even, like a calm brown sea. The sound of the rolling pin rumbling over the wood is a low, comforting drone. Rumble, quiet. Rumble, quiet. You are flattening out the day. You are smoothing out the world until all that is left is this perfect, smooth sheet of spiced dough.
Now you reach for the cutters. They are made of tin, old and slightly tarnished, kept in a special box just for this time of year. You choose your shapes: a 5-pointed star, a pine tree, and a little gingerbread man. You place the star cutter onto the dough. You press down with the palm of your hand. You feel the slight resistance of the dough, and then snap. The cutter meets the wood of the table. You lift it up, and there, perfectly formed, is a star. You move to the next spot. You press the tree shape. The cool metal cuts cleanly through the soft, spicy sheet. Press and lift. Press and lift. It is a quiet, methodical dance, creating order, creating beauty. One by one, you lift the delicate shapes and place them onto a cool metal baking tray. Rows of stars, rows of trees, rows of little men waiting to come to life. The tray fills up, a neat and tidy formation of potential sweetness. You pause for a moment to look at your work. The kitchen is quiet. The air is heavy with spice. Your hands are dusted with flour. You feel a sense of simple, profound accomplishment. The task is done, and now the transformation can begin.
You pick up the tray of cut shapes. You move to the oven. You grasp the handle of the oven door and pull it down. A gentle wave of heat escapes, brushing against your face like a warm summer breeze in the middle of winter. It feels wonderful against your skin. You slide the metal tray onto the center rack. The metal makes a soft shh sound as it glides into place. You close the door. Through the small glass window, you can see the cookies bathing in the warm orange light inside. Now comes the most relaxing part of all: the wait. You pull a small wooden stool over to the oven. You sit down, resting your elbows on your knees, just watching. You can feel the heat radiating from the stove. It warms your shins. It warms your hands. It seems to penetrate deep into your muscles, melting away the last remaining chill of the December night. For a few minutes, nothing happens. There is only the faint, rhythmic tick, tick, tick of the timer. A steady, reassuring heartbeat that measures the slow passage of time. And then, the kitchen begins to transform. It starts as a whisper of a scent, the smell of melting butter. Then, the sugar begins to caramelize. And finally, the spices wake up. The aroma expands, growing richer and deeper with every passing second. It is a physical presence in the room.
A golden fog of ginger, cinnamon, and molasses fills the air. It rises up to the ceiling. It drifts under the door and into the hallway. It wraps around you like a heavy, scented blanket. This is the smell of safety, the smell of home. It is a scent that tells your primal mind that you are sheltered, you are fed, and you are loved. You close your eyes and just breathe it in, inhaling the warmth, exhaling the cold. Ding! The timer chimes softly, a gentle signal that the magic is complete. You open your eyes. You put on a thick, padded oven mitt. You open the oven door, and the scent billows out in a magnificent cloud. You pulled the tray out and set it on top of the stove. The cookies have changed. They are no longer dark, wet dough. They are puffed and golden brown. The edges are slightly crisp, a shade darker than the center. The stars look sturdy. The trees look proud. They are perfect. While they cool for just a moment, you walk to the refrigerator. You take out a carton of milk and a clear glass. You pour the milk. Glug, glug, glug. The liquid is stark white and ice cold. You watch the condensation instantly begin to bead on the outside of the glass, a stark contrast to the heat of the oven.
You carry the glass back to the cookies. You reach out and pick up a star. It is still very warm. It feels fragile and precious in your fingers. You lift it to your lips. You take a bite. Crunch! The edges shatter delicately, crisp and sugary. But the inside is soft and yielding. The flavor blooms on your tongue. The deep, dark sweetness of the molasses, the warming spice of the ginger, the comfort of the cinnamon. It tastes exactly like the memories you hold dear. It tastes like every happy Christmas you have ever known, baked into a single bite. You take a sip of the cold milk. The cool liquid washes over the warmth of the cookie, a perfect balance of temperatures. You eat slowly. There is no rush. With every bite, your body feels heavier. The warmth of the food spreads from your stomach to your chest and out to your limbs. A profound sense of satisfaction settles over you. Your eyelids feel heavy, pleasantly weighted down by the comfort of the room, the heat of the oven, and the sweetness of the meal. The storm outside is forgotten. The darkness is forgotten. There is only this moment of golden peace. You are full. You are warm. You are content. It is time to leave the kitchen. It is time to rest. You stand up slowly from the stool. Your movements are languid and heavy. The deep relaxation has settled into your bones. You take one last look at the kitchen. You reach out and click off the under cabinet lights. Click. click. The golden glow vanishes, replaced by the soft silver-blue shadows of the night. But the warmth remains. The kitchen holds the heat like a secret, tucking it into the corners. You turn and walk slowly out of the room. You move into the hallway. The house is silent. A protective silence that wraps around you. As you walk toward the stairs, the scent of the spices follows you. A faint trail of ginger and cinnamon, drifting along in your wake like a friendly spirit, guiding you toward rest. You climb the stairs, 1 step, 2 steps. Your legs feel heavy and relaxed. You are carrying the comfort of the kitchen up with you. You enter your bedroom. It is cool here. The air is fresh and still. Your bed is waiting. A vast, inviting landscape of soft pillows and thick, downy quilts. You pull back the covers. You slide in between the sheets. The fabric is cool against your skin, a refreshing contrast to the warmth radiating from within you. You pull the heavy duvet up to your chin. You settle your head into the pillow. You let out a long, slow sigh. Now, let your body remember the dough. Imagine your muscles are just like that warm, pliable dough. Soft, heavy, yielding to the mattress beneath you. All the tension melts away, just as the butter melted in the bowl. Your shoulders sink down. Your back flattens and relaxes. Your legs are heavy and still. And your mind? Imagine your thoughts are like the white flour you sprinkled onto the table, or perhaps like the snow falling silently outside the window. Watch the thoughts drift down, slow and white, covering everything in a blanket of silence, smoothing out the edges, quieting the world. There is nothing left to do, nothing to mix, nothing to make. The work is done. The sweetness has been created. You are safe in this warm, spiced cocoon. Drifting deeper now. The scent of vanilla lingers in your memory. The warmth of the oven lingers in your heart. Deep, slow rest. Good night.